Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Vishal Prakash Nandeshwar, presenting the rare case of subconjunctival mass by diarophyllid repens from the Western Odisha case report. Introduction: dogs and other carnivores in Southern Europe, Africa, and Asia are affected by the zoonotic filarial worm Diarophylla repens. Mosquito transmitted microfilariae mature into fertile microfilariae in the definitive host. Human infection can occur. The skin, lungs, eyes, female breast, and male genitalia are among the often impacted organs. Within its accidental human host, the parasite typically remains infertile. Contrary to instances of ocular loasis in which the loa worm is the infectious parasite, systemic antifouling therapy is often not required. Coming to case of 47 years old female from Rourkela, Odisha came to IOPD of Ispat General Hospital, Rourkela with complaints of pain, conjunctival redness, swelling and sensation of having a foreign body in the conjunctiva of her left eye. She has a history of having pets like dogs and cats at her home. On examination, visual acuity was uncorrected 6/9 and in both eyes with pinhole 6/6 in both eyes. Initially, she was diagnosed with episcleritis following treatment with the topical antibiotics and steroids and reviewed after 3 days with no improvement. On external examination, left eye shows conjunctival congestion on the nasal part of left eye over bulbar conjunctiva. It shows solitary subconjunctival whitish vermiform mobile mass moving worm in the nasal part of the left eye. On slit lamp examination, the left eye shows no cells and flare in the anterior chamber. It shows solitary subconjunctival whitish vermiform mobile mass moving worm in the nasal part of the left eye. In right eye was within normal limits. Fundus examination was within normal limits in both eyes. Coming to management, as the specimen of the worm was yet to be identified, patient was prescribed antihelminthic drugs, ivermectin and albendazole. Surgical removal was performed under local anesthesia with a small incision over conjunctiva, exposing worm. Whole parasite was removed with a piece of conjunctiva and extracted worm was preserved in a 10% formalin, then sent for microbiological confirmation. Here we can see the worm is extracting. After microbiological examination, grossly the worm was slender, about 6.5 centimeter in length. Histopathological sections of the worm showed thick cuticle with external longitudinal cuticular ridges and a thick muscle layer. Based on the morphological features, the worm was identified as a Diarophylla repens. Patient was monitored with a proper follow-up of 7 days and then 1 month. My conclusion is that diarophyllid infections due to Diarophylla repens appear to be increasing all over India and throughout the world, suggesting the need for high suspicion, prompt diagnosis and management. Thank you.
Where else it can go inside the eye? Other report shows
Yes, ma'am.
this worm can penetrate inside the intraocular
सबकंजक्टिवा एंड
common sites or something.
सबक्यूटेनियस भी होता है. Subcutaneous.
No intraocular cases.
I have not seen.
There are intraocular cases of diarophyllarias also, and as an oculoplasty ma'am would agree, eyelid surgeons, we do see it in the orbit and subcutaneous tissue also. So yeah, especially in South India, it's more common. Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing the video. I saw the PGs like doing. Yeah, you have not seen it. First time you're seeing it. Yeah. Who all have seen diarophyllariasis here in the audience? She was like surprised. She's like, ee. Yeah. No, first time. Yeah. So it's very common in South India. You know, you can take it from subconjunctival. There is intraretinal worms can be there in the orbit, subcutaneous in the eyelid. Yeah. So they present, if it's subcutaneous, they present as acute preseptal cellulitis kind of a picture. Yeah. Interesting. Thank you, sir.
Treatment available?
Yeah.
Post-test.
Ma'am, in Diarophylla repens, in case of Diarophylla repens, ivermectin albendazole doesn't work. Through review of literature, it doesn't work.
Yeah. So eyelid orbit, we use albendazole, a tablet, and then in combination with steroids because
Yes.
it leaves behind a lot of inflammation also. So that's the combination that we
Yes.
give. Yeah.